Has Elon Musk just crashed an altcoin, and Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has just made a video calling out the SEC. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I drop the latest content. Follow us on Twitter at AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Bitcoin emerges from a hectic macro week to circle some classic trendlines near $26,000. There is still plenty left to deal with from last week, including BlackRock filing for a Bitcoin spot ETF. Rumors are now that Fidelity Investments might also follow. It should be noted though that BlackRock has a success rate of 575 to 1 for filing ETF applications with the SEC, and they could be the first one to make it happen. Crypto Tony said, "I remain long while we show no signs of a reversal." Looking for that trendline test at 26,900, and following a flip of that, we then have 27,300 to note, then up and away. With US markets closed today for Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, macro catalysts for the crypto markets wait until later in the week. Federal Chair Jerome Powell is due to testify before Congress over 2 days from June 21st. After the Fed's recent decision to pause interest rate hikes, but leave the door open to resume them later, markets will be keenly analyzing Powell's language for hints about what might come next. And to cap off the week, June 22nd, we'll see the release of the Purchasing Managers Index, or PMI, data. A federal judge signed off on a temporary agreement between the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, global crypto exchange Binance, and its U.S. affiliate to have Binance US take steps to ensure only local employees can access customer funds as the regulator and companies work through a SEC lawsuit. Signed early Saturday, the judge also ordered the parties to begin proposing timelines for the broader lawsuit. According to the proposed agreement, Binance US will take steps to make sure that no officials from Binance Holdings, the global exchange, have access to private keys for wallets or hardware wallets, or root access to Binance's US Amazon Web Services tools. The US-based crypto trading platform will share detailed information about its business expenses, including estimated costs, in the coming weeks. The proposed deal responded to an SEC motion to freeze all of Binance US's assets while it pursues the exchange on securities-related charges. The regulator said it was concerned that funds could be moved offshore or records destroyed if it was not granted a temporary restraining order. Binance US attorneys pushed back, saying that freezing all assets would amount to the death penalty. Judge Jackson told the parties that it would be better for them to come to an agreement on a proposed stipulation than to have her craft a restraining order, which would come with a 2-week time limit. Other provisions in the proposed agreement will see Binance US create a new crypto wallet that global employees have no access to. US-based customers will still be allowed to withdraw funds during this time. The SEC sued Binance and Binance US last week on charges of offering and trading unregistered securities, but also alleged massively commingling of funds and other poor practices. On Saturday, in a tweet, Binance US said, "This fight has damaged our business and our reputation, but not our fighting spirit or our resolve to defend ourselves against the unwarranted charges." Ethereum users have been given another way to create non-fungible tokens and other digital assets on the blockchain with the launch of a new protocol. Launched on June 17th, the protocol dubbed Ethscriptions is a nod to the Bitcoin Ordinals protocol, where assets are known as inscriptions. Ethscriptions was developed by music website Genius.com co-founder Tom Lehman, who uses the name Middlemarch on Twitter. Lehman declared the project was a huge success in a series of tweets on June 17th and noted nearly 30,000 inscriptions had been created within the first 18 hours of the protocol going live. According to Lehman, Ethscription assets utilize Ethereum call data, the data within a smart contract, to allow for a cheaper and more decentralized minting process compared to conventional smart contract-based methods. Users are currently limited to image-only inscriptions, but Lehman says the protocol will allow for different file types to be uploaded in the future. Currently, users are able to ETHscribe any image as long as it's less than 96 kilobytes in size. Lehman's debut project on the Ethscriptions protocol, dubbed Ethereum Punks, witnessed a considerable positive response from the community, with all 10,000 assets being claimed near instantaneously. Lehman added that the project's launch garnered so much user activity that the API interface for the official Ethscriptions website temporarily crashed. Due to pre-existing infrastructure that allows for the creation of NFTs and other digital assets on the Ethereum network, it's unclear if Ethscriptions will witness the same level of popularity as Bitcoin Ordinals has. In less than 6 months, the total number of orders inscribed on Bitcoin has surged from 0 to 10 million. The enormous surge in activity was driven in large part by users embracing the novelty of being able to mint assets, which later included entirely new tokens by the way of the BRC20 token standard on the Bitcoin network. Coinbase has slammed the United States securities regulator for failing to answer questions asked in the U.S. Court of Appeals as part of its ongoing legal battle with the regulator. In a June 17th letter filed in the court, lawyers for the crypto exchange accosted the Securities and Exchange Commission for continuing to dodge Coinbase's rulemaking petition, which calls on the SEC to establish a regulatory framework for digital assets. The SEC still offers no straight answers and instead repeats its talking points. The letter was in response to the SEC's June 13th submission, requesting an additional 120 days to reply to Coinbase's rulemaking petition. Coinbase claimed the SEC is reluctant to inform the court of any updates on its decision, saying it bristles even at being ordered to update the court on its progress. The firm claimed the impact of the SEC silence, the lengthy delays, and its enforcement actions continue to weigh on the crypto industry, and the SEC Chair Gary Gensler continues to charge well down the path to irreparably damaging a U.S. public company and an entire industry. On June 17th, Coinbase Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal said in a series of tweets that it's unusual for the government to defy a direct question from the federal court. Coinbase is also submitting that the court instead set a deadline of 60 days or less, starting from June 13th, the day of the SEC's requests. Twitter has suspended the account of popular meme coin-linked artificial intelligence-powered bot Explain This Bob after Elon Musk alleged it was a scam crypto account. Musk alleged the account was a scam in a tweet on June 13th in a reply to the bot. The account was seemingly suspended soon after. The Explain This Bob account reportedly amassed over 400,000 followers before its suspension. The bot was created by Prabhu Biswal from India and used OpenAI's ChatGPT model to comprehend and provide responses to tweets by those who tagged the account. The project was also linked to the ERC20 meme coin Bob token, which was launched in April. The suspension sent the price of Bob down 30%, according to CoinGecko. The project's team humorously responded to the news of the suspension, sharing a meme of Musk monitoring a distraught Bob in a prison cell. Since the suspension, the hashtag FreeBob has circulated on crypto Twitter. Most observers take the view that Bob isn't a scam coin and the suspension is unwarranted, as the launch of the token was fair in addition to Bob being fully decentralized with a 0% tax mechanism. Another claimed the team didn't provide themselves with any tokens or airdrops prior to the Bob token launch. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, recently released a video where he comments on and criticizes the content of the Hinman documents, a set of documents that shows the internal discussions of the agency before the speech given in 2018 by William Hinman, a former director of the Division of Corporate Finance of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission.
A few days ago, after 2 years, 7 court orders, and over $100 million in legal bills, the Hinman speech documents, they've finally been unsealed. Hinman's speech created new factors to determine if a token becomes sufficiently decentralized to no longer be considered a security. At best, these documents show that senior officials at the SEC couldn't agree on the law and told Bill Hinman directly he would confuse the public even more about the rules for crypto. At worst, they show that Hinman deliberately ignored the law, and he tried to create new laws, something only Congress can do. And while he was a public servant, Hinman received millions of dollars of payments from his law firm, which was part of an alliance with others that had a vested interest in this speech. This speech isn't about any one token or any one blockchain. This is about showing the extent to which the SEC has relentlessly pursued enforcement actions against crypto players while professing fake open arms and calls to come in and register, all the while lying about their so-called guidance. What we saw play out in our case is exactly what's still happening. The SEC is looking to kill crypto innovation in the United States, and its current chair, an unelected bureaucrat I might add, is weaponizing the lack of regulatory clarity to exert jurisdiction over the entire crypto space. They knowingly created confusion about the rules, and they used that confusion to regulate through enforcement. That's bad faith, plain and simple.
While the Arbitrum governance token ARB has been in a consistent downturn since its airdrop in late March, its ecosystem shows healthy growth. A recent Nansen report shows that Arbitrum's activity improved after the airdrop, stabilizing at a level higher than before the airdrop. The daily active users, gas fees, and transaction counts have maintained consistently high levels since April 2023. The gap between the number of active users on Arbitrum and Optimism widened after the Arbitrum airdrop, closing in on Ethereum. Moreover, an upcoming update on the Ethereum network in the second half of 2023 will include EIP 4844, also known as proto-dank sharding, which will reduce transaction fees on Arbitrum, increasing the blockchain's value proposition. Look On Chain also pointed out that the software company Offchain Labs, the company behind Arbitrum, has purchased 7.22 million ARB through multiple addresses over the past week. The accumulated ARB was worth more than $7 million and was purchased on Binance. That's it for Altcoin Buzz News Update. I'm your host, Cody Buffington. Thanks for watching.